My name is Karina and welcome to the Karina Chronicles. Today I'm going to show you my ridiculous TBR of December. If you saw my video of earlier today, you know I'm planning on finishing my reading goal, my reading challenge of Goodreads of 50 books in a year. Normally I do this easily, but this year, because of a lot of things and also starting this channel, I'm way behind. And instead of posting a lot of videos during December, what a lot of booktubers do, I'm going to try to finish my reading challenge and I'm going to update you all on that. And there are still 15 books. So that is, of course, at the moment of filming, and today it is the 28th of November. So I have a few more days in November that I can maybe finish some books. And then I have December to finish all these 15 books. So I'm going through them quite quickly because for most of them I don't even know what they are about, and I'm not going to talk very elaborate about them because there are 15, you know. So yeah, let's start. Hi, this is Karina from the future again. I also arrived in the video that I posted this afternoon, but here I am again. And why is that? Well, this TBR that is going to follow was already recorded on like the 28th of November or something. But later I decided I'm actually joining a readathon. And I never join readathons. But why would I do this year? As I already told you, I am planning on reading a lot in December. But I need something to motivate me to really do that. And this readathon is in teams, so I don't want to let my team down. So it will be a great motivation to do stuff, to do reading. And this readathon has prompts, and my books almost all fitted the prompts. So why wouldn't I just say I participate and then not have to change any books? So I thought that was a great idea. I actually came up with the idea because of Shelley. I will leave her channel down in the description box on the screen. And she's an amazing booktuber. She didn't organize this at all, but she is also joining and she convinced me to join as well. So thank you for the 5 amazing booktubers / bookstagrammers that are organizing this. I don't know your names. I do know your channels and I will link them all below. Please check them out. And now we will go to my TBR. It will be my normal TBR, and then at the end I will tell which books I will read for which prompt. So, see you in a bit. The first book I want to finish I'm actually reading right now, so I also don't have it with me at the moment, but that is Starters by Lissa Price. And I'm only a few pages in, but I hope I think I can still finish it in November. So actually it's not on my TBR for December. But yeah, otherwise the 15 books weren't complete, you know. So I'm still naming it. And then the whole of my November TBR, which I link on the screen for you, will also be on my TBR of December because I didn't even get to them. So that's ridiculous. I will quickly go through them. It's The Book of Lost Things by Connolly. The Queen's Rising by Rebecca Ross. The Master and Margarita by Mikhail Bulgakov. Slaughterhouse 5 by Vonnegut. And The Nature of Witches by Rachel Griffin. And I'm looking forward to all these 5 books. I actually hope I can also finish The Book of Lost Things still in November. And then these other 4 are the first ones I'm going to do in December. It's ridiculous that I didn't even get to my November TBR. I'm a little bit disappointed and it makes it even harder to finish it, my reading goal this year. But yeah, sometimes life happens and we're really going to try to finish it in December. Then I would also like to read the 3 ebooks that I got from the authors themselves to review also for free. And I would really like to do it this year. I promised them that I would do it latest January, but it would be better to do it this year. So that is Firewave by Anna Stanojevic, No Consent by L.G. Sellers and Teresa Burrell, and The Advocate by Teresa Burrell. And all three of them are a bit of a mystery to me. The Firewave is a fantasy and the other two are more like detectives / thrillers. So I'm looking forward to them. I never read ebooks, but if authors want to send them for free, of course, I definitely make an exception. I'm going to read them on a tablet and I hope it will be fine, but I also will update you on how I feel that is, because I actually never read an ebook before. So this is a good change. And then I have 5 more physical books that I would also like to finish. Oh, and one that doesn't exist yet. I almost forgot. We are also going to meet with the book club to discuss The Master and Margarita. And then we will choose a new one, and I want to read that one in 2021 as well. Just because. Why not? So that one I'm going to read, but I don't know which one it is yet. And I'm also planning on ordering How to Stop Time by Haigh. Also just because I follow the book club, the Awesome Book Club, and once in a while I buy a book that they read, because I can never join them, but I do write down what they read because I think it's a good input of new young adult books to read. So, and sometimes they are not even young adult, but they are at least very popular books and they give me a reason to sometimes buy one without having difficulty to choose. So I just ordered them in the order that they read them, and they read like 31, 32, I don't know. And I am at book 20, 21, something like that. And that is How to Stop Time by Haigh. And I'm planning on ordering that one as like a Christmas gift to myself. And I want to read that one as well. So 2 other books that I do not own yet, but I also hope to read in December. And then the 5 books that I do own and have a physical copy of that I also want to read. Daughter of the Deep by Riordan. This one was sent to me by the publisher for free and I am so excited about this book. So it's going to be like directly after I read my November TBR, I'm going to read this one. And I'm so excited. I'm really excited for this one. The Wastelands by Stephen King, the 3rd part of the Dark Tower series by Stephen King. I loved book 2 and I thought book 1 was good and book 2 was amazing. So I'm really curious for book 3. But it is a very big one and high fantasy English. So that is, well, it's not high fantasy actually. It's more like magical realism or something. So that's hard. This one is going to be a hard one to finish in 1 or 2 days, but we'll see. Maybe I'm going to do this one on the 24-hour reading challenge. And you have like a real challenge. Het Hart van het Kwaad by Luca D'Andrea. This is an Italian book and I can't pronounce the original title, but I will look up if there is an English version as well, and then I will put it on the screen. I lent this book from my mother because she was really excited about this one. So I would like to finish it this year still. And I'm really curious. I have no clue what it is about. It translates loosely to The Heart of the Evil. And she said it was amazing. So I trust her and I want to read this. Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. This one we read for a book club. It's a non-fiction about love and I am interested. And I also find it useful that there is a non-fiction between these, because if you're going to read so much, it is nice to have something, to have not all fantasy worlds intertwined, you know. So non-fiction will be good. And the last one, All the Girls I've Been by Tess, Sharpe. And I also got this book from a publisher. I won it actually, so it was also for free, but not per se for a review. But I do want to read it. It is a thriller and it was nominated for the Goodreads Awards. So that's nice. Maybe it will win. And then I will have finished actually 1 book from the Goodreads Awards, because I hadn't read any. Well, if I finish Daughter of the Deep, I have finished 2. So that would be great. But I have no high hopes because this is the very last book I am planning on reading. this year. So if I actually get to this book, I will be very, very, very proud of myself. Okay, I told the whole story to you and then the camera wasn't on. But that was everything I wanted to read in December. I really know that it is not an obligation to finish your reading goal. And I also hope you don't feel pressured to do so yourself right now. Because the only reason I'm doing it is because I feel so happy when I actually finish it. And I really would like to start with a clean sheet in 2022. Also because I want to have read enough books to make enough content. And I already have a feeling that I'm talking about the same books all the time. So I just want a lot of new input. I have a lot of time in December. I am having a lot of free days and nothing can continue because of COVID-19. That is sad, but that means a lot of time for reading and I really, really want to do this. But I will keep my boundaries and please don't feel pressured to do so yourself. Because there is no need to push yourself to read. I just want to. I just want this challenge. And I promise you and myself, now I'm looking at myself, I'm not going to be angry when I don't finish this. So, but let's try. Let's try to finish all these 15 books this year. I would be over the moon, so happy if it actually works out. So every reading prompt has a name and then something it should be. And then if you read that book, you can get certain points. And there are some bonus prompts as well. So let's go through them. I found a book for every prompt. So, well, except for the audiobook one. For The Dasher, which is a collection of short stories or a novella, I'm going to read Fire Wave by Anna Stanojevic. And this one was actually sent to me by the author herself. And this book came out with another prompt where I needed to choose a random book with a number generator or something like that. And this book came out and then I found out it was a novella and I thought I hadn't any novellas in my TBR for December. So I was going to skip that prompt, but then I saw this one was a novella. So I was like, oh, okay, well then we'll switch things up and this one is going into the novella part and I will do the random prompt again. So that one is going for The Dasher. And then The Dancer, which is an author that you love and you're going to read another book by. And I chose Slaughterhouse 5 by Vonnegut because I loved Breakfast of Champions and I recommend it to everyone. So I love this author up till now. So I'm curious to see. Prancer, that's a book about a travel. So just where they're going from one point to another. So I'm going to read Daughter of the Deep by Riordan because they are actually traveling to something with a bus. That's what the synopsis said. And then things go wrong. So that's kind of a travel, you know. Then Vixen, which is a book that you just laid your eyes on. I'm going to do The Master and Margarita by Mikhail and Bukakov because we chose this book with the book club, but someone else recommended it. I had it on my TBR already, but that was only because I once added a whole list of classics that were recommended to me, but I didn't even look into them. So when this one was recommended for the book club, I was like, oh, okay, never heard of it. And I'm very curious. So I just laid my eyes on it and I bought it immediately. Then Blitzen, which was actually the random one. So I used a random number generator. First I put in all the 3 ebooks that I have and I let the random number generator choose one. But then the Fire Wave came out and I put it in the novella prompt. So I did it again with the 2 other ebooks and Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. And the last one came out, so the other ebooks are very unlucky. And I'm going to read Everything I Know About Love for this prompt. Then we have The Comet. This is going to be a 5-star prediction for yourself. So a book that you think you are going to rate 5 stars. And I chose The Wastelands by Stephen King because I really liked part 1 and I loved part 2. So I'm excited for part 3 and I hope it will be a 5-star rating. Cupid, which is a book from an author you haven't read anything by yet. So I chose The Queen's Rising by Rebecca Ross because it's actually her debut novel and it's also the first thing I read by her. Donner, a book that is green or red to be in Christmas theme. So yay. And I chose The Book of Lost Things by John Connolly, which is actually the first book I'm going to try to read in December, and it's completely green. The original is blue, but my version is green. So it really fits the theme. And then the last one is Rudolph, which is a standalone book, and I chose The Nature of Witches by Rachel Griffin. So I have all prompts, and then you have some bonus prompts, which is an ebook, and that's the Firewave. So they call that the Christmas lights. And so I'm adding Christmas lights to Firewave. And a 500 plus pages book, and that is The Wastelands by Stephen King. So I'm adding a Christmas star, as they call it, to that one. So, great. I am in Team Candy Cane. So if you are also in Team Candy Cane, please let me know and we can team up. We are going to win this. There are 5 teams. You are sorted into one randomly. I really feel like I'm in Harry Potter. I was sorted into a house and I feel like this house is my family now. I'm really excited to actually start this and to read as much as possible. As my TBR consists of 15 books at the moment, I must at least finish these 9 that are with the prompts of the Reindeer TBR. Did I even say it's called the Reindeer Readathon? I'm not sure. It is the Reindeer Readathon. I will leave all the information about the readathon below. And that was actually what I wanted to add to this TBR that was already filmed. So sorry that this is such a confusing video, but I really wanted to add this and I am so excited. So that was it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. Please let me know if you have any crazy TBRs for December or if you're planning on finishing one book maybe. I would love to know. If you like this, please leave a like, and if you subscribe to my channel and you click the notification bell, you will be notified whenever I post a new video about any of these books. And I hope you'll have a lovely evening filled with books, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye! I am so excited about this new intro I made. I really hope you can appreciate it too, because I am having so much fun. I can't wait for this December.